I gained 600,000 followers on TikTok in 90 days, and I'm going to share 4 ways and how you can do it too. What's up, y'all? I'm Prince Donnell, founder of the Jumping Jack Tax franchise. Shout out to everybody that's here, my subscribers, my family, man, 223,000 of us. I remember last year it was less than 20,000, and it just shows how we're just continuing to grow. If you're new here, as you know, I talk about small business tax and accounting, bookkeeping. I talk about life insurance because I'm licensed in all 50 states. And I also like to talk about how you can create valuable content online that transitions over into converting more customers. So let's get right into it. I gained about 600,000 followers on TikTok in about 90 days. Now, let me be honest with you first. When TikTok first came out, I was not a believer. Gary Vee was talking about it a lot. He kept putting on Instagram, you got to get on TikTok, got to get on TikTok, got to get on TikTok. And I downloaded it and I'm like, man, this is for children. And this was around the time of, I believe, COVID, like 2020, when TikTok like really blew up. And I'm like, man, this is for kids. And I remember my wife, she was on TikTok heavy back in 2020 when we were at home. And she's like, Don, make some more videos with me with some engaging, with those trending sounds, and let's act it out and put it on TikTok. I'm like, listen, I don't want to do that. I'm cool with Instagram. I wasn't really using YouTube at the time. I was just an Instagram and Facebook guy. Then as 2020 kept going, leading into 2021, I noticed that TikTok was getting big. There were people, building huge followings on there and supporters and communities. And I saw companies beginning to advertise on TikTok. And I'm like, okay, I got to start paying some attention. And then, of course, Gary Vee is one of my mentors and that I watch online. And this guy grew to almost 10 million followers on TikTok in like a year. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Okay, I got to pay attention. Because what the people are paying attention to, you have to pay attention to. Especially if you're launching a product or a service, your business is eyeballs. The more eyeballs that you can get, the more conversion you can get for the product or the service. So I'm like, okay, gotta get on TikTok. So I get on, and one of the first mistakes that I made, and I'll talk about, number one, is you need to make sure you're formatting your content correctly on TikTok, not repurposing it from other platforms. So when I first got onto TikTok, I was taking my Instagram videos that were, I believe, square at the time. I was taking those videos from Instagram and I was posting it to TikTok, and I wasn't getting any results. And I was doing this for about 3 months. With TikTok, they had the vertical videos, I think well before Instagram even had the vertical video. I think Instagram switched over after TikTok had dropped it and started seeing massive success. So when you post vertical, the reason why when someone's scrolling through TikTok behavior-wise, it's taking up the full real estate on the screen, top to bottom if you have an iPhone. So it's easier for somebody to stop and for you to grab their attention. That's what TikTok is, full real estate on the screen. So as an example, from top all the way down to the bottom, what we were doing originally when we were posting the content, we were only taking like the square part, just the square part of the screen, when TikTok is normally known for the full body. So we went back to the drawing board and said, you know what? Let's recreate the video. Let's turn it into a full vertical. So we turned the camera sideways, made it a full vertical using a professional camera, shot the video, and we put it on TikTok, and that video did like 20,000 views when all the rest of them were only doing 1,000. So we were like, okay, we're getting somewhere. And we began to do that more and more, and we started to see the viewership start to go up. So with that, number one, make sure that your content is properly formatted for TikTok. Do not repurpose from other platforms. It's not going to work. And TikTok's algorithm knows that it's being repurposed from other platforms too. Make it native. And native is you actually shot that content and you're posting the original file to TikTok. That is going to create more traffic towards your TikTok videos. Now, obviously, you still want to make sure that you're maintaining quality as well. And this is not one of my steps, but I'm just adding a little bonus here. You still want to maintain quality as well. That's why I'm telling you that, if you do have a professional camera, definitely use it, because it's going to help increase it, because it's going to separate you from the rest of the the rest of the crowd. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's like a mandatory thing, but it helps. But then secondly, your sound is important too. So, make sure that you got clean sound there. But more importantly, out of all of those, to really separate yourself on TikTok is the quality of the content, the substance of it. Are you talented if you're, obviously like acting or doing music or dancing? Are you talented, right? Or if you're a speaker, entrepreneur, or teacher, do you resonate with the audience? And is the content that you're posting of substance? And if it is, then you're going to see your following and the traffic on TikTok continue to increase. So that's number one. Number two is that you want to niche down on a particular subject. This is important because when I was originally on TikTok, I was posting all different content, from content for men, content around life insurance, finance. And then I was posting content around fitness. And a lot of times you got to remember that the TikTok algorithm is set up to where it's going to send specific types of content to people who like that type of content. So for example, you run an experiment right now, you go to TikTok, you start liking fitness content. Your entire algorithm is going to be centered around fitness. You like entrepreneurial content. Entrepreneurial content is going to start rolling in. All applies there. That's how TikTok's algorithm is. So you want to niche down on a particular topic. So from that standpoint, I started to niche down on small business finance and insurance, which is kind of all around the financial realm. So I wanted to change my page to that. And when I did that, I started to see more penetration into the financial industry of people who were on the TikTok platforms. And I began to see the videos start to grow, and I started to see the following begin to increase as well because I am niching down. I'm giving TikTok an easier way to understand who they need to deliver this content to organically. They're serving a ton of organic traffic, millions of millions, right? I think they got 1 billion users now on TikTok. So with the 1 billion users and they're serving so much organic traffic, you want to give TikTok the ability to know where to aim. Right. So that comes with, making financial content, utilizing the captions within TikTok if necessary so that it can understand what it is that you're saying, even down to like making sure that your caption that you're putting in your caption section has something to do with your niche. And then you want to use the hashtags that have to do with the niche so that you're giving the TikTok help to say, okay, this is clearly a financial video that's talking about personal finance. We're going to serve this to everybody that has liked or commented on any sort of personal finance videos or other personal finance pages. Now you're penetrating into that industry. Things start to move for you from there. The third thing, which is really important, is your hooks. This is where we saw meteoric growth. And I would say this is what attributed to 600K in the 90 days was that once we turned our videos vertical, niche down into a particular industry, then we started to use hooks. One of the hooks that had one of my first TikTok videos moved to over 1.5 million views within a matter of a week was, here's 6 steps for men to improve your finances today. Very simple hook, 3 seconds, powerful, short, concise. 6 simple steps for men to improve their finances today. And in doing so, it was able to catch the audience because remember, somebody scrolling on TikTok, they're like this and they're moving fast. So you only got 3 seconds before they move to that next video. So you have to catch their attention. 6 simple steps to improve man's finances today, right? Another video that we did, this wasn't necessarily finances, but this video, I think did like 3 million views. And my hook was, you can't be afraid to look stupid. Right, that was the clearest hook, 2 seconds. Everybody was like, hold on, damn, can't be afraid to look stupid. Let me stop and see what this guy's talking about. That video went to 3 million views, right? And then there were a ton of other videos over time as well that we started to master. So we locked in the vertical, niche down, and then put engaging hooks together, and it started to work. And one of the things you can do with hooks is that, X amount of steps, that always works. A bold statement, that always works. 5 tips, like saying tips and steps, those type of things resonate and they allow people to stay engaged throughout the entire video. As an example, I just told y'all, hey, I grew 600,000 followers on TikTok in 90 days. Here's 4 steps that I'm going to show you, right? Now you're engaged in this video because I told you there were 4 steps, and now you're waiting for the 4th one, which I'm about to talk to you about right now. So you want to use that with your hooks on TikTok, and I guarantee you're going to start to see a difference. And then last but not least, which is a bonus, number 4, is that you want to use current events as much as you can. So let me give you an example of what I did, current events, and this was probably my most viral video to date on TikTok. It got 7.2 million views within like 30 days. This was the video when Mark Zuckerberg had just announced that he was transitioning Facebook over into Meta. So what ended up happening was I took Mark Zuckerberg's face and then I attached my video to his face. So it was like a side-by-side video, right? And this actually isn't vertical, surprisingly. And then the title at the top said, "Breaking, Facebook is rebranding its name to Meta to build a futuristic metaverse." Dropped that video, and because it was a current event that was within that first 24 hours, and I was able to capitalize and drop that video. And of course, like I told y'all, the rule is you want to make sure that your content is valuable. I gave people valuable tips around what they can do and what this means now that Facebook is moving to Meta, around what the stock, the new ticker symbol on the stock market, around, what the metaverse means, and buying crypto and what that means for you. I gave valuable information. So it wasn't just the current event that I was riding off, because the video wouldn't have done that well if I didn't, really impact people's lives in that video. But upon posting it, because it was current event, that also helped to be able to get eyeballs to the video. And then what I said actually kept them throughout the video and made everybody share this. 187,000 times that this video was shared. 187,000 shares, 32,000 saves, 15,000 comments, and 531,000 likes. I mean, that's huge. And that video did 7.2 million views on TikTok within a matter of 2 weeks because of just a current event. And I believe that that's part of where I want to say about 200,000 to 300,000 of my followers on TikTok came from that one video, along with everything else around the verticals and etc. So with that being said, those are the 4 things that you can use to be able to start seeing, amazing growth on TikTok. And now be mindful, TikTok is giving a lot of organic traffic right now. Now this is important because with Facebook and other platforms, they don't give organic traffic anymore. I have like 780K on Instagram, but only 1 maybe 10% or less actually see any of my content. The other 90%, they don't see it at all. I have to pay for it because that Facebook is now monetizing. The same thing is going to happen with TikTok as well, which is why I'm encouraging all, content creators, business owners, whomever you are trying to build a brand, get on TikTok now. Start putting out content now. Start understanding the platform now. Start learning and experimenting and learning what works for you. And I promise, if you use these 4 steps that I just trained you and taught you on, you're going to see the traffic to your page. And hopefully from that point, you have the right type of marketing efforts to convert that traffic over into sales. And with that being said, take TikTok serious. I'm Prince Donnell, founder of the Jumping Jack Tax franchise. Please like, comment, and share this. And if you are new to watching this video, please subscribe, join the family. We got more videos to come. Peace.